Today's environments are driven by digital devices and systems. Students may be able to text message and download music files, but can they find a trustworthy website or create a persuasive digital presentation?
Employers need workers who not only know how to obtain digital information, but can apply what they find to solve everyday problems.
The challenge to educators is to provide instruction that is not only relevant, but also prepares students with these in-demand skills.
In order to prepare students for tomorrow's employment, academic institutions of higher learning must make the validation of technical skills a top priority.
Educational Testing Service, ETS, and Certiport, leaders in educational assessment and certification, have developed a new certification program designed to assess critical thinking and problem-solving skills. iCritical Thinking Certification, powered by ETS.
iCritical Thinking is a test that measures an individual's ability to analyze, apply, and access information from a number of different virtual sources. And in so doing, it allows us to measure that individual's capability of making important judgments about the breadth of information, the wealth of information that's available on the web. The idea for iCritical Thinking came about because ETS recognized that there's so much information available for people to access on the web and through other virtual sources that there was a real need for determining how well individuals can apply that information and make sense of it.
Even when people have access to technology, they may not be using that technology effectively. And that gap is what the iCritical Thinking test was designed to assess. What we heard from institutions of higher education was that their students were able to use technology for social purposes, downloading music, connecting with their friends, but what they weren't able to do was identify the information, the reliable information that the internet or other technologies would bring to them, and to communicate that information effectively. So a student might, for example, not take into account the differences between sending an email to their friend versus to a professor, and use the same type of wording in both situations.
Right now, with our current economic situation, everyone is trying to improve their workforce readiness. So you have individuals, you have students, you have faculty, you have educators, administrators, all focusing on preparing people for better and improved jobs. And so you have a situation with technology trends accelerating so quickly that you have individuals not quite ready to meet the rigors of the workplace. What this test does in particular is help those individuals validate their skills to apply their knowledge in real-world situations that help them become more employable.
The iCritical Thinking test is not like most tests that you've seen. It involves actually working with simulated software in order to solve real-world workplace or academic problems.
The iCritical Thinking certification takes about 60 minutes to complete, and it is a series of real-time, real-world exercises, some that have to be done in as little as 4 minutes, others take a little bit longer. But in total, the individual taking the test has about 60 minutes to complete the exam. iCritical Thinking certification currently is available domestically in the United States, but will shortly be available globally in different countries where Certiport has existing testing centers.
Well, I think from an educator perspective, it helps guide me through the learning process and provide the workforce with the skills that are in demand. So it's not just teaching the technology, which is an important foundation, but it's also teaching to how to apply the technology into a decision-making environment. From an employer's perspective, it's wonderful to look at a potential workforce that is prepared not only with the technical skills that I need, but with the critical decision-making abilities and the ability to apply those technologies to solve the problems that I'm facing today.
The iCritical Thinking exam prepares students for success by providing them with verified credentials that certify their ability to apply critical thinking skills.
New hires confident with their ability to apply the latest technologies stand a greater chance of contributing to the success of today's information-based businesses.
When incorporated successfully, the iCritical Thinking certification supports incoming student evaluation and placement, literacy assessment, and curriculum development decisions.
The iCritical Thinking Certification is a solution that demonstrates an individual has what it takes to succeed as a student or employee in today's digitally driven academic and workforce environments.